Hello, everybody. Welcome to ABC Interactive English. I'm Shane.
And I'm Karen. Today we are looking at part 2 of solo camping. It's like nothing else. So we're talking about camping, right? And we're talking about solo camping.
By yourself, right?
Exactly.
Camping by yourself.
That's right. So is there anything that you do by yourself? For example, like traveled solo?
I've never been solo traveling before.
Never?
But I really wanted to.
It's really fun. You have to do it at least once in your lifetime.
I planned to go backpacking around Europe for 3 months solo. But at the last minute, my friend asked me, hey, can I come? And I felt too bad to say no.
So
I
you
said,
ruined your plan.
I said, okay. But it was still good to have somebody. But it would be nice to do it by myself for a different feeling.
I traveled solo to Japan by myself for 3 days. It was actually really fun. And it's not like traveling with your friends and family because it's so much more...
Free. You're free.
Yes, you're
do
free.
Do whatever you want to do.
But it's also very adventurous, you know? Like you try to do things, but then you're a little bit scared. So it's actually quite fun.
I think that is the part about doing stuff by yourself. It becomes a little bit scary. So
you don't get to depend on other people, and you have to do all the planning by yourself and go to the restaurants by yourself.
So
it's so fun.
It can be good on the one hand, and it can be a little bit scary and lonely on the other hand, right?
Well, the downside is that, you know, when I traveled solo, sometimes I want to take a picture, and then I can only take a selfie. So if I want to take a picture with something behind me, it's a little bit difficult. But, you know, there were some people that were very nice that saw me going like this and trying to like get, you know, the tower in the background. He's like, oh, do you need my help? And I'll be like, thank you. So that was nice, you know.
All right, so let's learn more about solo camping.
All right, let's go.
For Helen, there's nothing like solo camping. She can get away from her busy life in the city and be in nature. There, she can forget her worries, stress, and other bad things.
Okay, solo camping is like nothing else. Part 2.
That's right. So we're talking about Helen, right?
Yes.
And how she enjoys solo camping, but she does take some steps to make sure that she is safe and not in danger.
Yeah.
Okay, well, let's get into it. For Helen, there's nothing like solo camping. She can get away from her busy life in the city and be in nature. So when I say get away from her busy life in the city, I think a lot of us probably would want to do the same when we are really busy every single day. You want to take a little break from your busy life. So you want to get away from it, right?
Right, you kind of want to escape.
Exactly.
Right?
How about you? When you're so busy, do you sometimes want to get away from your busy life in the city?
Yeah, I mean, I like to go into nature as often as possible. So for my exercise, I enjoy hiking.
Oh.
And in Taipei, there's actually quite a few mountains, and normally you live pretty close to a mountain. So I live maybe 5 or 10 minutes away from somewhere where I can go hiking in nature, and I can hear the birds and insects, and it's quiet.
That's
true.
true.
And the air is more fresh because there's lots of trees.
And that makes you feel better, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Because you're busy all the time, you just want to go somewhere and not have to think.
But what's busy?
Well, if you're busy, that means you have many things to do.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah,
I'm often very, very busy.
Me too. So I like to get into nature. So what is nature?
Well, nature basically just means the physical world and everything in it. And that is not man-made. So this could include mountains, rivers, lakes, animals, and plants, right? So when you're talking about when you go hiking, because you want to be close to nature, that means you want to enjoy the mountains. You want to enjoy the view, the plants, the smell of the trees, right?
Yes. And I think it's also important when you're in a big city that they plan when they're making the city that there's lots of parks. Because you really need to see some trees and grass if you're always around buildings, it's very cold and you feel like you can't breathe.
Exactly. You want to feel, you are relaxed, right?
Yes. Right, continuing, there she can forget her worries, stress, and other bad things.
So there she can forget her worries, right? So worry right here, we're using it as a noun. She would forget her worries. So basically, worry is something that you are thinking about. Maybe you're thinking about a fear,
Right, so
something you're scared of.
So if it's a verb, to worry, means that you're thinking about something that's scary.
Exactly. Scary or something like a problem, something bad might happen. Maybe you will get sick. Maybe you might get hit by a car. You are worried about a lot of things. So we're using worry as a noun here. What are some of your worries?
I think one of my worries is probably getting sick.
Ah, mine too.
Really? I think a lot of people worry about getting sick. It's a lot of people's one of their big worries.
That's right. And some people, maybe they have worries about money.
Oh,
maybe
yes.
they're thinking, oh yeah, what if they don't have enough money to pay the bills? They don't have enough money to buy food, right?
That will make you feel a lot of stress.
Exactly.
Which is our next vocabulary word. This is also a noun. It's like a feeling of pressure you have in your body or in your mind. It really does feel like someone's pushing down on you, right?
That's right.
And it's often you feel stress because you're worrying about something, right? The things that you worry about usually cause you stress.
Exactly. So what do you do when you feel stressed?
Well, I really just like to get into nature most of the time. But if I can't get into nature, I also love to watch TV series.
Oh, okay, so when you watch TV series, it kind of relieves your stress,
Because
right?
I feel like I can go into another world and I'm not thinking about my world. I can kind of forget about it for a while.
Okay, well, when I feel stressed, sometimes I like to listen to music and then maybe more upbeat music and makes me feel better and less stressed. Or even exercising too.
Right.
Exercising is a really good way to take away your stress, right?
Definitely.
Okay, well, how about let's take a short break and we'll be back to learn more.
Okay.
When Helen solo camps, she is her own leader. She can hike fast, hike slow, or just stop. She doesn't have to wait for others or arrange things with them. Also, solo camping helps Helen believe in herself. That's because she must do everything by herself. Helen is a stronger person because of solo camping.
Welcome back, everyone. So we learned that Helen likes to go solo camping because she can get away from her busy life and she can forget about her worries and her stress, right?
Right.
Which is a really good way, I guess.
I think so too. Let's find out why else she likes to go solo camping.
All right.
When Helen solo camps, she is her own leader.
Okay, so when you say own leader, own is an adjective. Basically, that just means something that belongs to you. So she is her own leader. That means she is the leader. She doesn't have another leader to lead her, right?
Right. So what is a leader?
What is a leader?
So a leader is a noun. So a leader is someone who other people follow and listen to.
That's
So
right.
if you're your own leader, you just follow yourself.
You
and
only
listen to yourself.
Exactly.
You don't have to follow somebody else and listen to somebody else. So you're your own leader.
Exactly.
I think that's one of the real good benefits. Like when I wanted to travel solo, it's because I didn't really want to have to listen to what my friend wanted to do, or if my friend wanted to do something else, I just think about what do you want to do, Shane?
Exactly.
Right?
And then you're very free, right? You can do whatever you want to do.
Let me ask you a question.
Okay.
Do you like to eat solo?
Yeah.
Yeah?
I always eat solo.
Because some people don't like to go to a restaurant by themselves. They'll feel really awkward.
You're right. Actually, I know quite a few people who feel awkward. They don't feel comfortable about sitting in the restaurant by themselves and eating, but I have absolutely no problem with that. I just want to go there and enjoy the food.
Oh, yeah, because you're kind of like your own boss, your own leader, right?
Exactly.
You don't have to wait for somebody else or pick a restaurant. You have to compromise.
I pick my own restaurant. I eat at my own speed.
Right. Okay, you're very independent.
I am very independent. Okay. Okay, let's go back to Helen. She can hike fast, hike slow, or just stop. You're right, because when you're by yourself, like you said, you don't have to make a compromise, right?
Yeah.
She doesn't have to wait for others or arrange things with them. Okay.
No, because if you were going to go camping, you're going to probably have to arrange things with other people. So to arrange here is a verb, which means to plan or prepare for something. So one thing you might have to arrange is how are you going to get to where you're going to go camping, right? And like who's going to drive and what things we're going to bring to eat.
Exactly.
And you're going to have to think about other people. So if you're by yourself, it's easier to arrange, right?
You are absolutely right. So you can save the hassle, right? Okay.
So also, solo camping helps Helen believe in herself.
And that is very important. I think everyone should believe in themselves, right? What does it mean when I say believe in yourself?
If you believe in yourself, you trust yourself, and you're not too scared to do things because you think you're going to fail.
You're right.
Or you're going to get hurt. Because a lot of times we don't want to do things by ourselves because we'd rather have someone there to help us if things are scary or if you don't know how to do something. But if you put yourself in a situation where you have to depend on yourself, you will learn and you will grow and you'll start to believe in yourself.
That's right. That's because she must do everything by herself. Helen is a stronger person because of solo camping. So I think for a lot of people who are maybe afraid to do things by yourself, for example, going to the restaurant by yourself, going traveling by yourself, maybe you can start from there and then you can go into solo camping because it's a good way to discover who you really are and how strong you can be.
Yeah, you can really learn to be more independent, and I think being independent is a good quality.
Definitely.
Right? It's not, you don't want to always be by yourself doing things, but if you need to be by yourself
and you're okay with it.
Yeah, if you've practiced before, then you'll feel fine when there's nobody else around.
Exactly. And when you go with other people next time, maybe you can try to take care of your friends.
Right. I think we're going to have to leave you by yourselves now. You're going to have to be solo without us because it's time for us to leave.
That's right. I hope you enjoyed our lesson and we'll see you guys next time.
Bye-bye.
For Helen, there's nothing like solo camping. She can get away from her busy life in the city and be in nature. There, she can forget her worries, stress, and other bad things. When Helen solo camps, she is her own leader. She can hike fast, hike slow, or just stop. She doesn't have to wait for others or arrange things with them. Also, solo camping helps Helen believe in herself. That's because she must do everything by herself. Helen is a stronger person because of solo camping.
Hello, I'm Tina. 我们来看一下这课的重点单字。第一个 busy 形容词，繁忙的，忙碌的。My dad is always busy at work in the mornings. 我爸爸上午的时候总是忙于工作。下一个单字 worry 名词，忧虑、烦恼。My only worry is finding a place to live. 我唯一的烦恼就是找到住的地方。下一个单字 own 形容词，自己的。Kyle wants to drive his own car one day. Kyle 希望有一天能开自己的车。下一个单字 leader 名词，领导者。Emma is a natural leader.Emma 是一个天生的领导者。接着我们来看重点文法。第一个 get away from 加上名词，远离、避开。我们来看看这个句子。Bali is a good place to get away from your busy life. 巴厘岛是你远离忙碌生活的好地方。下一个文法 A waits for B. A 等待 B。我们来看看这个例句。
Okay guys, See you later. What are you guys still doing here?
We're still waiting for the bus.
Okay, I'll see you at school tomorrow.
最后一个文法 A believes in B。 A 相信 B。Believe 是相信、信任的意思。Believe in 指的是相信某人事物的价值存在与否。我们来看看这个例子。Do you believe in God? 你相信上帝的存在吗？以上就是这一课的重点单字跟文法，我们下一课再见喽，拜拜。
The National Kaohsiung Center for the Arts,衛武營, is next to the衛武營Metropolitan Park in Fengshan District, Kaohsiung City. The center has many indoor halls. There is the Opera House, Playhouse, Recital Hall, and Concert Hall. The Banyan Plaza is a semi-outdoor public place. Walking around there is like walking under the large trees. The outdoor theater stretches from the ground to the roof. People can watch a show and enjoy the park in the big city. The National Kaohsiung Center for the Arts,衛武營, has created an art and leisure space.
See you next time.